Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play the Wonderful 101 Operation 4B.
We meet again, warrior of dearth. I trust you've been well.
If it isn't the heir to the throne of the roaming Rulo, leader of the space pirate band known across the universe as the Geathjerk, Prince Vorkken.
Dude, seriously, are you right in the head?
And as I recall, you are Blunder Red.
Wonder Red.
Dude, no one invades my planet and talks to us like this. You're gonna feel the sting of my blade and sleep with the little fishies.
I see you've gathered more pawns to your side, young Red. A lively little group you've got there.
Ah, poor Blue. Forever second fiddle. Even I cannot help but sympathize.
Bite me, Baguette.
These aren't pawns. These are my dearest.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Pink, are you alright?
Oh my god! Oh, another rival too much wits against? You are so hot! What did Red say your name was?
Oh no.
Vorkken, that's it! Oh my god! I want to know everything! Where are you from? What do you do? Do you like long walks on the beach?
It's a pleasure to meet you, my dear. The honor is truly mine.
I'm Wonderpink, but you can call me Pink!
He's the enemy, you ditz.
Enemy? Really? Is he tough? Is he ripped? Oh my god, I bet he's ripped! Hey, can I call you Vorkie? Ooh, Vorkie, show us your muscles!
Pink, snap out of it already.
Stay out of this, you D-list wannabe actor first-year fencing school dropout!
D-list?
This is not good.
Prince Vorkken. I've already told you, no quarter to those who threaten our peace. Surrender your arms, or we'll have to use force.
I respect your bravado, Blunder Red. Only by triumphing over men such as yourself do I prove my true power. Come, show me what you've really got.
Diplomacy has failed. Team, unite up!
Roger! Me first! Me first! Oh, please!
It is glorious how much Quentin Flynn can choose scenery. We're starting out 4B with our second rival battle against Vorkken, and just like before, he can do anything that we can do, and then some. He's picked up Unite Claws, Unite Whip, Unite Hammer, and Shugi can unite into more enemies now, including the turtle that we got recently introduced to. Let's see if we can block and counterattack like before. His AI is also way different this time. Like that, for instance, he always uses, I think, Wonder Cyclone for the Unite Whip after he blocks. Anytime he uses Unite Guts, he always follows it up with that, which actually leaves him open for a long time if you dodge right. So his AI reacts a lot differently from before. Makes him harder to pin down this time, because if you're too aggressive, he just dodges over and over and over. You kind of have to give him some breathing room just so he'll counterattack you. You can lightly juggle him now with Wonder Rising, but he falls out of it pretty quickly. But overall, this is not going too bad. If I could get him to sit still for just a second or two. There we go, there we go. The two attacks I really want, there's one. The two attacks I really want him to use are Unite Fist and Unite Hammer, because they're just the really simple block and counterattack moves. And of course, Unite Spring with the Dodge Mine is still really good for this fight. And even when you're not hitting him directly, you're still racking up the combo multiplier, because you're still hitting his wonderful ones. Well, he took a little minute to actually strike there. So I really, really heavily favor the sword in this fight as opposed to the fist in the first one.
No, no, no. This will not do, Blunder Red. This will not do at all.
What's the matter, bro? Out of juice already?
Ha ha ha! I've got more juice than you can possibly imagine. Told you so. You see, I've been watching you for some time now, and I am fully aware that you defeating me is technically impossible.
Hey, how'd he do that?
I was just giving you a sporting chance, but no time to dilly-dally.
Oh my god, too hot, too hot! Even I am smitten. Oh.
Don't worry. I'll give you one final opportunity. When we meet again, it will be for the last time. So I hope that you are up to the occasion, Blunder Red.
Wonder Red. What are you after anyway, Vorkken?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I wasn't finished with my story, was I? Well, if you can spare, say, 30 minutes, I'm sure I can fill in the gaps.
30 minutes? How about 30 hours? No days, no years!
Get a room.
Oopsie! Time for a spot of tea. A shame, really. I was so looking forward to having a chat. Shall we, Chugi?
Of course, Master.
No, Vorkken! Take me with you! He's gone. Oh, leaving me with this gaping hole right in the middle of my heart. Oh, the exquisite agony! Oh, it is exquisite.
Wait, that's wrong. How? What? My combo score for that was 400. I didn't drop the combo that whole fight. It was at like 5,000 with a 3.5 multiplier at some point. What is that shit? Oh, that feels bad. Unless the cutscene at the end of the fight stopped the combo from cashing out. So the only way I could have gotten a high combo score for that is if I had dropped it right before the fight finished so it cashed out and counted? That's stupid. If I was going for pure plats, like really, really going heavily after that, I would be way more mad. But, so you jump off the corner of that ledge and it brings you down to this super well hidden floating platform with a pipe. And we'll pick up a new wonderful one here. So aside from the buggy combo scoring, that's a good start to what happens to be one of my favorite missions in the game. We start out with a rival battle, where you get character development going down the line. We're gonna get some really unique fights coming up in the middle of this chapter. There's a new location coming up pretty soon with its own mellow music, almost kind of Donkey Kong Country aquatic level-esque. We picked up the Wonder Stinger for the Night Claws, and Wonder Vegetable. Vegetableness is godliness. Vegetableness is godliness. This is a great chapter. Really, really good one. Oh, and since I didn't point out in foray, Green's food item for this chapter is a baguette. Also, I don't think I actually triggered the condition for Kakuriga to show up, so I'm gonna go... Oh, there was more to the behind the waterfall section. I'll go and do that after this next fight. That's why I didn't trigger the Kakuriga to show up.
Not good, man.
The invaders have already gotten this far. If we don't hurry, they'll reach the super reactor.
Oh no!
Luca!
Sacre vert! Has he been with us all along?
Luca, wait!
You guys are slowing me down! I'm going solo.
Good. Let him go.
Luca!
Freaking ankle biter. Something approaches. Allow me to recite from the tenets of wonderful Yu. When 100 brave souls unite as one, bodies of steel exact justice undone, becoming the fist that safeguards the weak, the beacons of hope, protecting the meek.
No, wait!
You are correct. I dedicate this to the 100 ninjas whose faces are forever masked and tombs forever unknown. Team, unite up!
Roger!
Faces Forever Masked and Tombs Forever Unknown is a callback to the intro of the game. Also, this guy is another callback. This is pretty much just Lambo. He behaves almost identical to how Lambo did. I'm really kind of shocked right now because he's not blocking as much as he... Okay, now he started to. He gave me a nice, strong opening at the start of the fight, which is not something I'm used to from him. His non-sword hand, I think, can be blocked, but it's better to just dodge out of the way anyway, just to be safe. I don't know if his tail necessarily counts as a weak point like Lambo's did, but otherwise, he's pretty much identical to Lambo. Likes to block a lot. I think you could destroy the sword temporarily, and yeah, you can stun lock him in place with multi-morphs and Team Unite morphs. Okay, now with...
The way of the ninja is the way of a victory.
Ooh, a short one. I like. Keep working on that one.
Okay, now that he is taken care of, we'll first pry open this. Actually, no, I don't know if that'll trigger the cutscene to start. So, no, we'll go ahead and take care of the rest of this, just so I don't wind up missing out on a secret mission. And take the pipe back again, just like we did before. And this time, instead of exiting early, I'm gonna remember to hug the wall. Also, there was this that I missed, which is probably, just wonderful cake. I was hoping it would be at least a figure or something. Hug the wall, follow the waterfall back, and there are more dudes to recruit, and this is probably the trigger that causes the Alpine portal to spawn back near the entrance to that waterfall. Yeah, there it is. Got it that time. So this Kakuriga is another one that limits the number of Unite morphs you can do. In fact, it limits it to 1. You can only do 1 Unite morph throughout this whole thing, and it's against a new enemy type. Luckily, there are better ways to fight this than using Unite morphs. This enemy happens to work a lot like Wana, the boss fight from the previous chapter. So the strategy that I use here is just to stun him with team attacks and then throw him for a bunch of damage. And specifically, I like to use Formation Charge here because Formation Charge destroys this poor dude. You can also occasionally do that, which I think you might be able to Guts, but it's not worth using Guts since you only get 1. Boom. And the throws do a ton of damage to him. He does not have a lot of health, and it usually only takes 1 fully charged Formation Charge to bring him down to the ground so you can throw him. And Secret Mission 3 in Operation 4B is that simple. Really, really easy one. Despite the fact that it looks like it's actually going to be pretty hard based on the limitation, and only having 10 Unite morphs. I got into a discussion with Matuo S in the comments for episode, was it 12 or 13? One of those. And he was asking, oh, by the way, this is the Wonder Stinger for the Unite Claw. he was asking why this game didn't sell better. And just to bring you up to speed, this game sold like 30,000 copies. Maybe 40,000 by now. It's been a while since it came out. It sold like 30,000 copies on release. Really exceptionally poorly. And I think there are a lot of reasons for that. One, the demo for it was really bad. Like, the demo for it was not flattering. Reviewers weren't head over heels for the game, really. Like, it didn't review terribly, but it also wasn't exceptional in the eyes of a lot of critics.
Team, do you read? You'll be reaching depths of 10,000 meters soon. Not even the Virgin Victory can withstand that kind of pressure. We're unable to confirm the exact location of the statue, so P-Star is going to have to guide you in as best he can.
We will proceed to Neomuk's deep sea sector and assault the enemy's aquatic troops. Team, let's move!
Roger!
Alright, sorry. Yeah, it didn't review great. The game is a bit obtuse as is, so none of that really helps it. It's the hardest Platinum game to just pick up and get into, as I've said before. Like, even Kamiya has said that, I think Kamiya is the one who said this. The first playthrough is meant to be, like, more of a tutorial. And the real game starts in the second playthrough. Which, kinda true, yeah. The Wii U also wasn't and still isn't exactly doing great. Plus, the game's got a really high skill ceiling, and Platinum games don't historically... Oh, no! I drew the wrong thing while talking. Platinum games don't historically do all that well anyway, so it's just one big recipe for selling poorly. Way less than it deserves anyway. And Z-Boyd Games, the folks behind Cthulhu Saves the World, the Penny Arcade turn-based RPGs, and the upcoming Cosmic Star Heroine, and just all-around stand-up, kind of reasonable, intelligent folks. They put up a blog post like 2 years ago, three years ago now, about Wonderful 101. That's a really good read. It's titled something like Why Games Like the Wonderful 101 Are a Poor Fit for the Gaming Press. And just to kind of paraphrase it, but skill-focused games that don't fit into well-established genres, that, they don't do that well with the press. And they argue that the press can handle kind of shallow, set-piece, heavy spectacle, story-focused games, even, like, high-skill competitive games that fit into an established genre that you can compare it to other games really easily. Although I'd argue that with how bad fighting game reviews are, that's not really true either, but whatever. Wonderful 101 exists in this kind of nebulous area for the press, where it's high skill, but it's also very different from even other character action games. And part of the reason that it doesn't review amazingly is this Wonder Rising for the Hammer? Yeah. Is that it's the kind of thing that you're supposed to practice and spend a lot of time on and really master to get the most value out of it. And that takes a shitload of time to do, and that's a lot of time that the press doesn't have the luxury of having. And arguably, a lot of consumers don't have that in abundance either. I think the argument they make is ultimately a little bit reductive, but I think that the core premise that games like Wonderful 101 don't have an easy analog for comparison, and that they require an investment of time to not just complete but to master, and that being a luxury that reviewers don't often have. I don't know why Wonder Padlock has a whip. I think a gun would make more sense for him because of his name. Where was I going with that? That they require an investment of time to not just complete but master. It's a luxury that reviewers, again, don't often have. Like, the review schedule is really, really tight. So I think that the core premise of that argument is mostly correct, if not a bit reductive. And there's no easy fix for it because the review cycle is just, it's packed. It's really dense. And you've got to move from one game, or from one thing, and then bang out the review and get started on the next in very short order. It's a big flaw of the review system in the way it works, but it's not an easy thing to fix, unfortunately. That being said, I still think that reviewers should make a better effort to understand and appreciate weird niche things like this, but what are you gonna do? Hopefully some people pick up the Wonderful 101 after seeing this LP and seeing what a great game this is, because it really deserves more than fucking 40,000 units sold. And with that, my system, I love this underground aquatic bass, and it's mellow music. It's kind of David Wise-esque. I am gonna get this battery, I don't care how long it takes.
Oh, if it isn't my little big boy. Fancy finding you here.
I am not your little big boy.
I hate to say it, boys, but I don't think you meet the height requirements for this ride. Careful. Tide's rising.
No rain check this time, Vision. My Valiantium blade's got your number.
Blue, now is not the time.
So how do we solve this problem? Well, we unite build a plug for the hole out of people.
Neomuk has to have floodgates, right? But the team...
Red, we will be fine. Go on without us. I always wanted to say that. For once, green is right. There is no time for this.
Green. Pink.
Rules governing the behavior of the wonderful...
Yeah!
First, send your brothers off with a smile. Second, do one's best to return tasty treats. Thirdly,
Red, you know the rules. Just go.
We'll turn the power on and be back before you know it. Team, stay here.
Yeah, this is the best time for his stupid proverbs. I want him to cross-stitch some into a pillow. Just carry him around and hand him to enemies. Fucking love Wonder White. So once again, Blue runs off on his own after Vision and puts everybody in danger. So now it's just Red. It's just Red on his own, just like in the beginning of the game, except way more fun this time around.
What are you doing here?
It's time we had a little chat.
I don't have time for idle talk. If you get in my way, I'll have to use force. What?
You're far too trusting. You'll never defeat geathjerk like that. Or Prince Vorkken.
That's supposed to be advice?
Brutal honesty, Wonder Red? You're hopelessly overmatched.
What's it to you if I am? Are we after the same thing?
Ah, I left that part out. I'm Amorta, Galactic Federation Police, Special Weapons, Tactics, and Investigation Team, Sector S451219.
Galactic Federation Police?
Yes, we've been monitoring Vorkken. He travels from planet to planet recruiting the strongest warriors he finds in Tagaizok. His space pirates are the most powerful 100-man team in the galaxy. And they're going to tear your little ragtag band to shreds.
What? Wait!
You've only got one hope to defeat Vorkken. Figure it out soon, or your planet's going to be space dust. Peace out!
Finally learned her name. Immorta Joanne will show us the way to Valhalla. Her theme is my jam too, man. I love Immorta.
Blue! Red? I don't need your help, man. Why are you here?
I'm still on my mission. We just happen to cross paths.
Ha! Convenient.
That happens a lot here. The subtitle box, the speech bubbles cover up the action, but it's really just Red beating up little dogus, so it doesn't matter that much, but they could have found like a better way to subtitle this or to frame the action or whatever. You know, come to think of it, I'm missing him a lot. I should have moved on to him while the others were in their near death about to explode state. That's what they are when they're glow in purple. If I never pointed this out, I'm pretty sure I did, but normally, like when you have all your people and you can use the Wonderliner, you can recruit them when they're in that glowing purple near death state. You can do the same thing with the medium-sized one, the Chudogus. Anything bigger than that, I don't think you can recruit though.
Listen to me, Blue. We have to restore power to activate the floodgates. Come with me.
So, we technically have two people now? Not big enough for Unite Morphs, and he can't really control Blue, he just does his own thing and follows you around. There are things to do, though, like checking out the wonderful Platinum Shark submarines around here. Enjoying the sweet, sweet tunes. Getting a platinum coin, and there's a really easy to get hero heart right up here above the yellow submarine. Red controls just like Blue did when Blue was fighting Vision. He's got a strong attack that consumes battery, a light attack, and he's got access to all the normal moves other than Unite Morphs.
Blue, I need to know, why did you leave the team?
To take down some aliens, that's what we're here for.
That's the second time you've put the team in danger. As your leader, I think I deserve the truth. Now, let's hear it.
Yeah, leader. Just keep calling yourself that. Maybe one day it'll be true.
I didn't ask to be responsible for the lives of the team, but I am. One way or the other, you're gonna tell me what I need to know.
What did you just say?
Come on, Operational Border. Let me through.
Guess we're doing this the other way. Bring it on!
So this is like one of the only points in the game where you get this more over-the-shoulder style one-on-one duel, and it's against Blue. It's awesome. It's also really hard and probably one of the most dangerous fights because Blue can do a whole lot of damage to you very quickly. He can juggle you, his attacks hurt a lot, and they come out really fast sometimes. Like, it's very hard to see his telegraphs coming and react accordingly, so you kind of just have to anticipate stuff, or bait him into doing things. But if you have his pattern down and you recognize what's going on, it's easy to flip away and kind of guts through his stuff. You can guts his sword in this fight only. And then this! Reason with Blue! With your fists!
That all you got? What happened to one way or the other?
No. Is that all you've got?
What?
You're gonna tell me what's going on. Even if I die trying.
Dude, what the... Whatever, bro. My arms are killing me. Let's go already.
The game is called Wonderful 101. It's the whole core premise is controlling tons of people and doing unite morphs and stuff. It shouldn't be this good to just control one person. Also, they give you a custom animation. I was mashing too hard, because you actually do have to match this pretty hard. You even get a custom animation for turning this while solo red. This is the coolest thing ever. We're back to the mellow music, not fighting anymore, and not fussing. This mission is the best. This mission is the absolute best.
I was raised by my big brother.
Huh?
It's just been him and me ever since I can remember. Not the easiest life in the world, maybe. Man, that guy's like a superhero to me. You know he was with the FBI, tracking down geathjerk after the last invasion. Younger, he got a lead on a case he'd been working on for a long time. He and his partner were after alien intelligence, some operatives holed up in a safe house on Earth. We got a tip on the location, so he went to check it out. By check it out, I mean, he went in guns blazing. It was a trap. geathjerk had a mole in the FBI. His team was wiped out, and worse, they got their hands on some files containing our defense secrets.
I'm sorry.
Turns out the mole was his partner. She sold him out, and that's why Joe needs to die.
What? His partner was Vision?
They're really nonchalant about it, but 100-foot-tall Vision of the Galactic Alien Empire of the geathjerk was a mole in the FBI disguised as a human woman. And hey, we have character development, like actual good character development.
She betrayed him. She betrayed all of us. And she's gonna pay for it if I have to cut it out of her. It's the whole reason I joined this team in the first place.
Holy shit, character motivations. Also, this is pretty cool. We have to fight, not Geridogu, Daidogu? God, I hate these names. Which, because you still have access to stuff like Wonderful Stinger and Wonder Rising and Wonder Cyclone, you can juggle him. Oh no. Aw. That ain't gonna be a pure plat. This isn't gonna be anyway, because there's still part of Mission 9 to go after you fight him that I never do well with. Yeah, you can still juggle him and do all that cool stuff.
This is it. This unit controls the backup power.
So that's how it is, huh? Looks like it takes two to do this tango, Red. We gotta time this right. Let's go.
How convenient. Oh no, that's the wrong way. You only have 30 seconds to do this, and I'm really bad at it. Oh, that's... So what? The left stick controls red, the right stick controls blue. This... Oh, God. I'm so fucking bad at this. This is so hard for me. I can't believe I actually did that on the first try. The first time I ever did this, it took me like 4 attempts to do that. It's like that puzzle in Ni no Kuni, except way harder and on a timer.
Looks like the power's back on, dude.
Now let's just hope the rest of the team is okay.
So now we just get to backtrack to the end. I don't think there's any other missions, although there are a couple of Dogu that spawn in the way. You can beat them up, but you don't have to. It's not ranked, and they can't really catch up to you or do anything to you, so just run past them. Goodbye.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Bijon!
Just the two of you. What happened to your little friends? You all seem to be having so much fun.
The team is fine. We'll regroup, and together we'll get rid of you and your kind.
Trying to play the hero, are you? Such a sight. It makes me beam like a ray of sunshine.
Freaking! Run!
Now we're going to have a little heart-to-heart, you and I.
Yeah, character development. Isn't that Springman's attack from Mega Man 7? You just have to navigate through the air and cut right out of the spring trap. It's usually every 3 to 5 hits he'll move to a different location. It's not that hard. Actually, this isn't even ranked. I always thought this was a mission. Every time that voice kicks in and starts singing Wonderful, Wonderful 101. It's the hypest shit ever. I love this game's soundtrack too. Doesn't get enough love. Then again, no aspect of this game does, because it only sold like 40,000 copies.
That was cutting it close, was it not? You two are almost more trouble than you are worth. Ooh, big talk from someone we practically had to push into that jump.
I declare this task accomplished.
Ooh, we are not finished yet, Blanco.
Yes, I too was scared. Yellow is not fond of heights.
Everyone, you're safe.
We were about to go for a long swim when the power came on and the gates closed. It was quite close. Oh, business as usual for you two, no?
Watch it, cheese eater.
What? Were it not for your cheesiness, no one would have been put at risk, you fool.
Blue, thank you. If it weren't for you, I never would have made it.
And if it weren't for you, my Valiantium blade would have carved her up, right?
Call it however you see it.
Yeah, I think that's a baguette or like a breadstick or a hoagie or something that Green has. And don't we yeah, we get a wonderful one from that. I think it's a really good one. It's Wonder Plane from North Carolina. It's a skydiver. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious reference to the Wright brothers. How am I back down to like 73 or 80 wonderful ones now? I had like 90 at the beginning of this stage. There's some weirdness going on here. Some very, like, minor jank. Still. I think this should get me back to 100, though. Yep, they make sure you have 100 by the end of the stage, just because there's one more big enemy fight left to go. Oh, I guess he doesn't show up till I try to open the door.
The super reactor's down here.
And look, I hope. Let us hurry.
I think some jerk has a different idea.
The perfect opportunity to release my pent-up frustration with Monsieur Bleu.
Zip it, Cousteau.
Team, unite up!
Roger.
I'd be really curious to see if Blue ever repeats one of his insults to Green. Because it doesn't seem like it. This is a mobile fortress version of the cannon thing that Lambo had entrenched in the the baseball stadium when we fought him. And I think this is one of the harder single enemy types in the game, because it's just a really long fight. It's more of a mini-boss than a regular enemy. But you fight it more or less the same way as we fought the thing that accompanies Lambo, except this time you just have to watch out for him crossing the room, because he will hurt you if he runs into you. And he has a couple more attacks, few gimmicks, but yeah, it's just so long that it's easy to make a mistake or take too long or not do enough combos, not do enough for the combo score. Also, I don't think he can really get to the sides of the room. I think it's just one end or the other. And P-Star is telling us to build something, and he kind of collapses there, so that's our cue to climb his back with the Unite Claws, and then pry the back of the cannon open. And that happens whenever you do enough damage to those cannons that are shooting out cannonballs on the side. So this is your opportunity to do a whole lot of damage all at once to him. And this usually takes like 2 to 3 cycles of that if you're slow. Let's see if I can get away with 2 cycles here. You can keep your combo going just by shooting him a couple times with green. Whoever he's not shooting a cannonball at you. Oh, it's sometimes also really easy to run into those cannonballs when you're trying to pick them up with the gun. You can also use big Unite Morphs to destroy the cannons, but you tend to put yourself at risk doing it that way. Oh no! Okami, yes! This is why I love Okami, it's the best! It's one of the most valuable skills that you can have, especially if you're going for pure platinums. Just saves you such a headache. You don't have to restart nearly as often just because you made a stupid mistake. Let me get a different Unite Morph in there so we can finish this off. Should be good with Unite Morph, multi-morphs rather. Okay. With the Okami, I think that should be a pure plat. I think it's gonna come down to combo score. Yeah, that's really good. That's the first time I've ever pure platted that fight. Woo! Unfortunately, that's it for Operation 4B.
The way of the ninja is the way of achievement.
Okay.
I would settle for the way to look.
Oh, I hope he's alright.
Let's move, team. My guess is Vision is up ahead. Team, let's move.
Roger!
I can't remember if White gets through all of his 100 proverbs by the end of the game, but I really hope he does. I really hope he gets to all 100. And that is it for Operation 4B. One of my favorites. Not the favorite, but still really strong. Man, that first gold should not be a gold, that should be a fucking pure plat. Bitter about that. No, it's not over. I decided to come back in to finish this operation up with 4C in the boss fight this episode so we could get a move on with the LP a bit and kind of ramp up the pace a bit.
Oh, the statue, she's beautiful.
Indeed.
I prefer a woman with a little more meat on her bones.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Luca! Where are you? Say something!
Luca! Can you hear us? Answer me!
Oh, where is that kid?
This is the last place I expected to see you, Blondie. Are you here for a real woman, or your silly statue?
June, show yourself!
I'm afraid you are not my type. The goddess, on the other hand.
This is seriously not good. I'll just hide here and let them take me to their leader. Luca?
I'll teach your goddess a lesson, my old flames.
Hurry, Alice. The Virgin Victory can't take this pressure for long.
Commencing emergency surface.
Engaging unlimited form! Team, unite up!
Here we have another boss fight revolving around protecting the third and final goddess statue, powering the Earth's Margarita shield. This is a really easy boss fight. It feels like a long mini boss more than a boss fight, like a prelude to a bigger boss fight that never actually gets started. So I could see it kind of being a little disappointing in that way. The first form of the fight is mostly going to be things that you picked up really early in the game, like the gun, the sword, guts, and the fist. I don't think it has any other attacks in this phase anyway that require the hammer or the whip or anything like that. Oh, if I can draw the gun correctly. Those cannonballs are kind of risky. Oh no, I didn't keep up. It's got two different laser attacks. One that you can just stand still and reflect, and another one where you have to follow it, like you saw. I can never tell whether or not he's going to shoot the exploding ones or the ones that you can pick up before he actually starts shooting them. Like, those are the ones that you can pick up with a gun and fire back, which it tends to auto-aim towards the pile of bombs, which sucks. He's got this flame attack you just absorb with the fist. Then you get really big damage on him. The hardest part of this boss fight is just keeping your combo multiplier high, but even that is not really that much of a challenge if you're going for the ranking, the pure plat ranking, because you get 1,000 points for each tentacle that gets destroyed, and there are 6 over the course of the fight. Plus, you get your multipliers and all that stuff. It's not that hard to do. It's really easy to avoid damage on this one, and timing is pretty lenient too. So, the spectacle of the fight's alright. It's not the most intense, it's not the most hype, and it's certainly not the most challenging, but it's still pretty cool. There's our 1,000-point bonus for destroying the left tentacle, and now we just have this one, which I should have finished earlier. That might actually mess me up on my time. We can still get it here. There's the other. And that's actually a pretty big score for this first phase. Oop. Now we go into the hammer to break this thing off of the statue. Oh, be careful about the lightning ray. You absorb that with blue. Actually, almost didn't react in time. And it's 3 strikes to break this part off. So we normally will only get that one lightning attack off before you free the Virgin Victory in the statue. But of course we're not done with Launch Octopus.
Stop! Get back here, you miserable rats!
Hope you want octopus for dinner, guys!
So we have 4 more tentacles, I think, that we have to destroy. And each of the tentacles does a different thing, plus you have Vision in that cockpit, who occasionally fires this laser that you can reflect back at any of the tentacles, and you can actually pick which one you want to reflect at. This far right tentacle will fire goop like the Neomuk that gets your people stuck, that you have to slash with either the sword or another sharp Unite Morph like the Unite Claws. That one is about to fire lightning. You just absorb with the Unite Sword, and then it lowers so you can do a little bit of damage to it. There is one that you have to knock off the spiked armor with the whip and it'll slam down. She's actually being kind of a pain in the ass and not using that tentacle. Which is going to slow down the fight a lot, because you can't really do damage to it otherwise. This one with the Gatling gun that you just have to spring through. Oh god, I wasn't paying enough attention to that one. I forgot it lowers after it does its Gatling gun routine. There will be some more jelly coming out of this. I prefer to use the claws for this one because they slash faster and break up all the jelly faster than the sword does. And that's the basic flow of this fight. The Virgin Victory has a health bar like it did 2 boss fights ago. And it can be destroyed, but it's really hard for that to happen. Certain attacks that this boss does will leave a little circular crater in the Virgin Victory that you can wrap the Wonderliner around, and it will repair some of the damage, just like it did in the previous boss fight. Oh, it's finally using this attack, its big spiked flail. You have to knock like 6 panels of armor off of this before you can actually start to damage it. And I don't think reflecting Vijon's laser into that far left tentacle will actually hurt it, which is what slows this fight down a little bit. So if she just chooses to be random and not use that ability, it can really slow you up significantly. Laning again. So yeah, this is why this fight's kind of easy. It's mostly just picking the right Unite Morph with really heavy telegraphs. And it's a lot of standing still. And then once you destroy a tentacle, you not only get your 1,000-point bonus, you get to recruit a couple of people. Actually, it's a lot. It's like 20. 20-ish soldiers come in every time you destroy a tentacle. So you can eventually reach your 100-person Unite Morphs. Ooh, Vijon's actually doing the laser attack a lot more than I'm used to, and I do let the Virgin Victory get hit by it for a sec. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Ah, and once the camera pulls out, the Virgin Victory crashes into this big rock formation, which is helpful for you because it leaves a bit of rubble that you can wrap the Wonderliner around and pick up and throw at the tentacles for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, that thing only had a sliver of health left, so it feels like a wasted rock. Like it overkills it a lot. And also, once the tentacles get destroyed, it's hard to keep the combo score going. I don't think taunting works like it does in Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, where it'll keep your combo from resetting. You have 6 seconds, so it's generally pretty lenient before the combo multiplier resets, but you'll still run out during those sequences. And I missed that third rock throw, so shit. Whenever it slams its flail down, which you can't block because it's spiked, it always hits in the same spot. So as long as you're towards the back of the screen, towards the front of the ship, you will never get hit by that. It's not even something you have to worry about. And she uses that attack a lot this fight. I've never had her use it this much. And we just repaired the Virgin Victory for most of its health, so it's like it never even got damaged at all. Mostly. Just a sliver of health missing. And we have all 100, so now it's just a matter of waiting for it to slam the flail down so we can rip off the rest of the armor and finish that. Which hopefully I can do this cycle. Hopefully I don't have to wait for 2 more cycles of this. So that will take forever. Looks like... Oh, I didn't even have to rip that last spike off. That's good. That's mostly the boss fight. There's one more phase to this, but it's simple. We run along its arms, and we'll eventually make it to the back. Oh, I forgot about this. We have to rip open a panel on its arm where Luca is hiding. And this part is all we have left to do. We have to make Unite Claw. We have to... There we go! Make a Unite Claw. And you want to wait for this first drill attack to drill down into the hole, and then open up the hatch in the middle. That way you don't risk getting hit while you're in the middle of this animation and taking one unnecessary stupid hit of damage. Otherwise, this is all that's left to do is damage this thing and avoid drills. I think there's a hero counter you can do with the Unite Claws, and there is a poison gas attack that if I do this quickly enough, we won't even have to deal with. It's a poison gas attack where the Virgin Victory will hover over the squid, and Pink will pull herself up over the gas on the Virgin Victory until it goes away.
You will not get away with this, you unattractive vermin!
Not gonna happen.
Don't, Blue! It's suicide!
Unite sword!
That's why you never send a boy to do a team's job! So long, little boy Blue!
What? Blue, why would you do that?
Because I do what I gotta do. I'll make her pay, even if the price is my life.
Luca, you have got some questions to answer for too, young man. Why did you run off like that? I do not know what you were thinking, but do not ever do something like that again. Because I do what I gotta do.
Oh, Blue, such a terrible role model. I guarantee you are a parent's least favorite wonderful one.
You're everyone's least favorite wonderful one.
Wonderful 100, we've got pressing business. Return to the ship immediately. Of course, a cup of tea and a hot shower await you all.
Roger. Team, returning to the bridge.
Has there been anything on this mission that was not pressing business?
Operation 004 complete. Flight path clear. Virgin Victory departing.
Oh, we finally did it. We finally got Pure Plat at the end of a mission, and it's for the really easy boss fight, probably easiest one in the game. That's it for 4B and 4C and the entire Operation 4. Next time, we'll move on to Operation 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.